What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and as you can see over there in the top right, we have to buckle up and prepare to get wrecked because downtime for Chapter 5 Season 3 Wrecked is right around the corner, starting at 2 AM Eastern Time, and with it came the official reveal of the brand new key art for the season. So in today's YouTube video, we're going to be talking about the key art, kind of, picking it apart a little bit here and there, and then talking about some brand new Fortnite Festival news that is actually pretty exciting regarding the brand new update. So firstly, if we go in the newsfeed right here, you can see Chapter 5 Season 3 Wrecked, Welcome to the Wasteland, and it mentioning that it starts on May 24th. Now we get this little nice key art that I'll show you the fuller version of, without any text or anything in a moment, but if you're curious what the video they actually play is, if you actually click on it, it's the same video we've already seen time and time again, the same one that was actually seen at the Monster Jam event and everything else, so nothing too crazy there. I watched it fully through to see if it was maybe like a fuller version of it or anything. No, it's not, but it is something that's currently in the newsfeed. Now if we actually go ahead and pop up my window capture right here and actually investigate this image a little bit more, we can actually spot some pretty interesting things. Firstly, we have this skin right here, which people have been saying is like Jules' sister or something. I'm not too familiar with the lore there or anything, so maybe it is, maybe it's not, but it is something to kind of keep in mind. But what I thought was a little bit more interesting is this fella right here. Of course, he's kind of got, the normal Rust Lord, X-Lord hat kind of going on and everything else there, and he's more of a biker thing, but over on his shirt, maybe I'm tripping a little bit here, but it looks like that says metallic on it, right? Maybe I'm wrong or something, but you can see like the double L's right there, the I and the C, just something that I've kind of noticed about this that might be relating to the whole entire leaked Metallica collaboration or something, or it could just be the fact that, hey, vehicles have metal, the metallic things on them, right? Just something I thought I would actually mention here because it was actually seen. In the background, we get a little bit of glimpses of some new vehicles. However, something that's super exciting for me is the fact that we're getting cow catchers back, we're going to be getting chunker tires back, and then as we saw on the left side here, the battle bus is returning with turrets and everything else on top of it. Now, of course, over here we can see 3 of the new skins as well. So we get this one right here, which is like that biker guy that reminds people of Octane from Apex Legends. We got the guy who is in the actual, ship boat, the shark boat, whatever you want to call it, right here on one of the gunner seats. And then we have this like rock out type of character right here, which I think is pretty interesting. It doesn't really make too much sense in terms of like the armor, because it just kind of feels like a mixed bag right here, because you go from like an engineer, this stuff kind of makes sense right here, to over here where you got like more of a gunner type of guy, you got just a random dirt bike, demolition, X Games type person over here, and then a junker queen type of character, right? If we really have to talk about it that way. But where it gets even weirder is when we go over to the right side. We have a brand new Bright Bomber skin that is actually going to be in the Battle Pass. As we can see, as right here, it has a unique little design going on and everything else like that. But down below, we have this guy. I don't know what to say about him. I mean, every season has to have their meme skin or whatever else, but it is something that we have in this season. It is one of the new characters, and he's going to be in the Battle Pass as far as I'm aware, but I want to ruin this key art for you right now before the season even launches, right? If we look very closely at him, you can see that right here on the right side of the key art, the hoodie is clipping through the P's head. So the P pod thing, whatever it is, has clipping issues in the loading screen, and now that's going to sit with you whenever you actually think about the new season's key art until they actually end up fixing it, if they even care to fix it in the first place. But I thought I would mention it there because, it was a very niche thing to actually expected and actually seen here. But then the other skin that was seen in this actual key art right here is Magneto for the Marvel collaboration. However, this brings up a very interesting situation. If we actually zoom back out here, we have one character right here being Magneto. We have the new Bright Bomber. We have the new X-Lord or, Rust Lord, whatever else. We have the Jules sister type of skin. We have, that skin right there, that skin, and that skin. And in total, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new skins, plus we have the P-Pod, meaning 8 new skins right here. This means that what's going on with the Fallout collaboration and the T60 armor isn't in the key art at all. It makes me wonder what's going on then, because as far as I can recall, there's always been 8 skins in a battle pass, and this time around, all 8 skins appear to be right here in the key art, but the Fallout collaboration is nowhere to be seen. Is the power armor quite literally going to be something where it's like item shop only? Is it going to literally just be armor in the game? If that's the case, I'm going to be so heartbroken. Please, Epic Games, make T60 power armor an actual skin. Or is it something that's going to be releasing later down the line? What's going on here? Because it was used to tease Fortnite Wrecked. It was the first teaser, and it's nowhere to be seen in this image at all. It doesn't even have like a watermark credit in the bottom right. So whatever's going on there, a little interesting or whatnot, but I thought I'd mention that real quickly here. And then for Fortnite Festival, we have a lot of crazy stuff going on with the launch of Chapter 5 Season 3. If we actually scroll through here, it mentions mentions, you know, the bullet points of some things being like the ability to play Pro Lead and Pro Bass on any console platform or on PC, even without a supported guitar controller, meaning that you'll be able to literally use a normal controller or whatever else and play Pro Lead and Pro Bass, which is going to be a lot nicer because it means a lot of people are going to get a lot more charting to play. We have keyboard and mouse support being added for Pro Lead and Bass, which is a little odd, and I'll go down here a little bit to kind of show it to you guys. If we actually go down for keyboard and mouse, if you want to do Pro Lead and Bass, keys 1 through 5 on your keyboard are going to be the green to orange note lanes. Shift and enter is going to be for strumming, or I guess, you know, right shift. So you have to hold down both right shift and enter at the same time. The page down button is for overdrive, and right control is for whammy. So it's a little interesting. Now, it does mention that you can set up, it's set up so you can hold your keyboard like you would a guitar, but at the same time, it just feels a little odd out there, and it does mention that these are the default bindings, so I assume maybe you'll be able to change them yourself, make it a little bit easier on you or something, but it is something to keep in mind. And then no matter which song part you actually select, there will be an option to see the note highlight or highway as multicolored gems, similar to how they appear when Pro Lead or Pro Bass is selected, meaning if you like these colors, right, if you like the yellow, green, blue, red, all that type of stuff, you will be able to actually have this enabled whenever you're playing Fortnite Festival, regardless of if you're playing a normal chart you played before or if you're playing a pro chart as well. And then on top of it, they're also making it so if you have a guitar like a Riffmaster, you'll be able to play vocals and all that type of stuff with it as well, without having to worry about swapping back and forth, right? So a lot of fluidity going right there, a lot of them improving and everything else, and I think it's pretty interesting. And then they are also working on, if we find it here, yeah, coyote timing being too strict and making it a little bit less strict. Basically, to explain what this is that when you're on a guitar controller, right, and you hold down a button and then you strum or whatever else to actually hit the note, typically whenever you're doing coyote timing and whenever the coyote timing is going on, it has a lot more leeway in previous games by Rock Band and everything else. However, in this game, it is so strict to the point where it's like you have to have it fully pressed down when you do everything else, or else, you know, you lose that point or whatever. So they're going to be making it a little bit better. They're going to be sharing more improvements in the next major game update after V30.00 being V30.10, but it is something that they are looking into, and it's nice to see that they are adding and expanding all of their stuff to support more and more guitar controllers, making everything a lot more fluid and making it less buggy in general for everyone who enjoys Fortnite Festival to actually enjoy, right? They even mentioned right here that they're working on ways to expand the list of compatible guitar controllers for console players, and will share more information as they have it, because the reason why they mentioned for console players is if you're on PC, there are tools made by the community that allow you to basically take any old guitar and turn it into something that can work on Fortnite Festival and do the pro tracks and everything else, regardless of if it's naturally supported by Fortnite or anything like that. So it is cool to see that they're working to get more of those supporting things out there for console players, and it's exciting to see how they're working on all this stuff overall. So with that said, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider subscribing and support the content I create, and I'll catch you guys after downtime when we showcase everything new in the brand new Battle Pass. Peace out.